What if I told you dinosaurs did not lose to an asteroid? They lost to chewing. Today, on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event and why the real survival superpower 66 million years ago was not size, speed, or sharp claws. It was the ability to chew like an absolute champion. Yes, Curious George, history may have been rewritten by tiny, unassuming super chewers. Let's talk about how grinding your food into pulp became the ultimate apocalypse strategy. 66 million years ago, an asteroid hit Earth. Global darkness followed. Soot and debris blocked sunlight. Photosynthesis, the process plants use to convert light into energy, basically shut down. No sunlight means no plants. No plants means herbivores starve. No herbivores means carnivores starve. 75% of species vanished, including all non-avian dinosaurs. That is not a bad day. That is the worst group project failure in biological history. So, who survived? Tiny mammals. And an ancient reptile lineage called rhynchocephalians, whose only living member today is the tuatara of New Zealand. Two completely unrelated groups. One shared trait: advanced chewing. When food becomes scarce and unpredictable, specialists die first. If you only eat one type of leaf, and that leaf disappears, congratulations, you are now a fossil. But if you can eat worms, beetles, snails, lizards, eggs, carrion, maybe even your neighbour if things get desperate, you survive. Chewing allows food to be ground into smaller particles, increasing surface area. That makes digestion more efficient because enzymes can break it down faster. It also means you waste less energy hunting something you cannot properly process. Think of chewing as evolutionary meal prep. If you are enjoying this revelation that molars saved civilization, go ahead and like this video. It tells the algorithm we respect jaw strength. Most animals do not chew. Frogs, snakes, many reptiles, they just swallow food whole. Birds, on the other hand, use gizzards filled with stones to grind food internally. But mammals? Well, we built a mechanical food processor right into our faces. Our jaws can move up and down and side to side. And our molars, they've got these cusps arranged to crush and grind. Early mammal ancestors, they had simple single-cusp teeth. Later, during the late Triassic, species like Morganucodon evolved three-cusp teeth for slicing meat. Then came tribosphenic molars in the early Cretaceous, triangle-shaped cusps that could shear and grind at the same time. Shear plus crush, well, that equals versatility. That is not just eating, that is culinary dominance. Now, here is the twist. Tuatara are reptiles. They are ectothermic, meaning cold-blooded. They are not exactly marathon runners. And yet their jaws are ridiculously advanced. They have 2 rows of upper teeth. When they close their jaw, the lower jaw slides forward, shearing food like a handsaw. Computer models show their jaw movement rivals mammals in complexity. And fossil rhynchocephalians from the Jurassic, they show the same tooth-wear patterns. Meaning advanced chewing evolved independently in mammals and this reptile group. Parallel evolution, because when the apocalypse hits, flexibility wins. All right, Curious George, quick vote. Option A, survive the asteroid because you can chew literally anything. Option B, be a giant leaf specialist dinosaur and go extinct with style. Drop your answer in the comments and defend it like your lineage depends on it. Let's see who argues better. Team Super Chewer or Team Fancy Extinction. For years, scientists thought chewing evolved mainly to support mammalian endothermy, internal heat generation that requires lots of energy. But, well, tuatara complicate that theory. They are low metabolism ambush predators. Not exactly high-performance athletes, if you ask me. So, chewing likely evolved for dietary generalism. In good times, you can be picky. In bad times, you eat whatever is available. Worms, insects, eggs, carrion, bones. Even deer today sometimes chew bones when desperate. Apocalypse dining is not glamorous, but it works. And 66 million years later, mammals and tuatara are still here. Meanwhile, the dinosaurs are, well, museum merch. If this is making you rethink your respect for molars, follow for more evolutionary plot twists. So remember what I said at the beginning. Dinosaurs did not just lose to an asteroid. They lost to adaptability. When sunlight vanished and food chains collapsed, chewing allowed generalists to process whatever scraps remained. The superchewers endured. The specialists vanished. Evolution does not reward impressive. It rewards flexible. Do you know any other weird survival traits that help species outlast extinction events? Drop them in the comments. And while you're at it, explore our growing collection of deep dive fun facts on this page. We cover ancient disasters, evolutionary hacks, and the traits that quietly changed history. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe now. I'll see you in the next discovery.